Sebastian, tell them what they're watching. Yeah!
Okay, welcome back to this video, although, I didn't wait for an autosave point before I ended the Chamber of Stars video, so maybe this should have still been Chamber of Stars, but, we're in Chapter 9 now, and Chapter 9 is entitled Dungeon Siege, so I'm guessing there's no more. Hey, let's see, what do I call this video? Vault of Eternity, perhaps? Yeah, we may or may not be in the final video here, we might be marching straight to Gom. Hard to say. Neat! Hello, Secret. Okay. Sorry, things just getting a little chaotic here. I had to focus. Didn't have anything to say. Sorry about that. Okay, but yeah, this is just... clearly all side stuff, and... Merrick keeps getting himself into positions where he'll get attacked. Don't like that. See, that looked very much like a secret door of some sort, but no, it was just a... I mean, look, what's with all the hay and stuff? Like, did they really still keep ordinary castle prisoners way down here beyond the Chamber of Stars, or is this where the Sec were imprisoned? I got the vibe it was more like a temporal prison, not just a regular one. Man, my old doggo is still whining. There we go, there we go. There's our autosave. There's our autosave point. So yes, this is Vault of Eternity? I don't know. We're definitely going in the right direction, which is strange, because I could have sworn these cells were just a side thing. So what if we had gone straight forward? If we had gone straight forward, we wouldn't have been able to attack these guys. That's what's going on. So, okay. And now. Okay, so yeah, Secra, you're with us. So yeah, we better... Okay. You guys can attack us through the bars, and so that's why we would have had to go this way through the one door. Okay, so that was the only door. And that's why it gave us an autosave point. So yes. Are we in the Vault of Eternity yet? I don't think so. Is this the Vault of Eternity video? I can't imagine it being anything else. I don't know what other autosave point we would reach up until now. Ooh, Merrick got knocked out, but he must have already cast Healing Wind a moment earlier, because he got out of it. Now my cats are talking too. Cats are playing a little rough, that's why. Get him meowing. I do not like Singeds. Not because they're difficult opponents, they're not, but because they're unsettling. Wait a second, this doesn't seem like the edges of that entrance hall. I don't think I clicked on anybody to fall back and regroup, but yes, let's. Healing Wind is a lot less instantaneous than Healing Hands, but definitely more effective overall. Where the heck okay, we are. Okay, we are on the other side of that entrance. All good. I was about to go back there. Please. We are where we should be, because, yeah, this is the other side, and this, go down here, just seemed more expansive, because there's, there's more of them, and, yeah, who would have known that, in fact, they were in this really big chamber, and not merely, and not merely an ordinary cell. On the balance, I've seen that spell earlier. I wonder what that does. Probably nothing interesting. Now wait a minute. Can we fall back and regroup over here, please? Okay, bad place to fall back and regroup. There's Mycosis in here. Okay, because, yeah, more prison cells that we were in previously. What does Reconstitution do? About the same thing as Healing Wind, okay. Not nearly as powerful as Healing Wind. Yeah, I was about to say. I knew that was coming. There was about to die. So. We're just in a bit too much chaos right now. Is all. I couldn't keep track of anything. Whoa! There goes Secret 2. Okay. There's still jerks out there attacking us? How? Okay, let's go Sec-Art. Oh my god! Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, we're going into hell right now. Yeah, I think that's the Vault of Eternity, lore-wise, is where we're going. So. You're picking off all these guys without the valuable healing to be provided by our wizards, no valuable XP for them, and taking out all these guys. But shit happens sometimes. Okay. We're definitely in the clear. Okay, Merrick. Look at you, pretty. Okay. I don't think that's Merrick's chainmail. Ring. Staff. That is the hat he was wearing. Gloves. And I can bring back ground labels now. There we go. That's not what I clicked on. Okay. Okay, keep the labels off because you're running around all over the damn place. Okay. What is this? Something that just happened to be there at the time. Is that really all Merrick was carrying? Just potions? Okay, yeah, anything up here before we proceed properly into the vault? And okay, I will do nice things for my dog so he stops huffing through the next video. Oh, poor fella. Alright, here we go. Vault of Eternity, I think. Okay, I'm back, and I don't know what my dog wants. Or my cats. They're fed, they're all walked and cleaned and stuff. They've been extra picky as of late, always wanting more, and I'm sure his needs are met. I don't want to quit playing Dungeon Siege. I'm on a roll, so, please have the willingness to endure this occasional dog pouty noises in the background, at least for another 15 to 30 minutes. Sounds like he's quieted down a bit now. What is happening? Okay. Lots of sec down here in the volcanicness. That'll be why lava imps started turning up. This is where they come from. see, I don't think we've seen any new enemies since coming down here. I know there's a couple more. Yeah, there's a couple more in this volcano area, and then and there are even a couple cool new ones a little later on when it gets even more hellish. Yes, more hellish than the volcano area. Yeah, like it starts off, a volcano, and you see a volcanic landscape, you think hell, but no. What comes after the volcano area here? That's hell. Yeah. What comes? You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. We're getting there. This healing wind isn't that great, at least not for someone of Bjorn's caliber. Okay, who's after you, Laura? Got something going on over here. It is a Maj. Lava bitches, Merrick's healing. Alright, who? A little lava guy. I mean, all the lava guys are little, but just lava runner, which is apparently the mage, is just a little more, just less conspicuous than the so-called lava horrors, which are the so-called lava horrors, which have those frills and stuff on their heads. Yeah, these guys, lava runners. I really like the imps. I just think they have a really intriguing design. They're tiny, but they bash. I know that the sec equivalent in the multiplayer campaign, the multiplayer campaign has pretty much all the same enemies as all the same enemies as this main campaign here, just with a few additions. Like there's a skeleton boss that's not in this campaign, and there's like a black wolf mini boss as well. But there are no the sec aren't in the multiplayer campaign, which makes sense lore-wise, and instead we have the Malgins, which are just larger versions of the imps, and I'm good with that because the imps have really great design. Rock a river of lava, or apparently the line is raft a river of lava. Seems I could not much understand the lyrics to the Magic School Bus theme song. I had a lot of misconceptions when I recently read the lyrics. But here we go. Here's a new enemy. The Lava Beast. Upgrade to the Rock Beast from the Glitter Delve chapters, right? You gotta start whipping out the healing wind before anybody passes out, right? Lots of imps. Some of the melee guys aren't participating. There we go. There you go, Bollingar. Okay. Oh, look at all our motherfuckers. It's adding so much. You'd think lava creatures would be immune to Secret's fireballs, but it seems, different elemental damage types aren't a thing in Dungeon Siege. Yeah, who's over there? More lava runners? Nobody better pop out unexpectedly on that there bridge. Okay, we had lots of stat upgrades during that battle. Oh, looks like my doggo fell asleep, so I hope he's okay now. Anybody have really dull non-magical gloves that they can upgrade? No, that say require strength 26? Okay, so yeah. Bullingar still can't upgrade his sword. Was there a I wonder, was there a merchant here in the lava area? I'm pretty sure that's just the multiplayer campaign, but who knows? Yes, I have played the multiplayer campaign. I've gotten, and I have done it. I've done it all by myself. I completed the multiplayer campaign all by myself, and there comes a point in the game where it's impossible to survive with only one player, unless you use the cheat code that makes your character level 150 in all things, which I done did. Look at that off in the distance. We could see something that's coming up next. So yeah, what I did was, I used a cheat code to make my character level 150 in all things, and completed the multiplayer campaign that way, because you just can't do it legitimately with only one person. But I hope someday, when we got big offices here at the TAPAS studio, we could get everybody could get a Steam copy of Dungeon Siege, do the hacking of it that you need to get back to multiplayer mode, and then fucking yeah, a life shrine. Haven't seen one of those in a while. It's an odd place for it. Volcanoes kind of do death, not life. Yeah, I would. So yeah, I hope that to be a future TAPAS project after, well, look at me. Here I am, very nearly finished with the Kingdom of Ebb campaign. And yeah, I hope someday we have some offices, we have a couple of computers set up, and I can get just a bunch of my people together, and we can do the multiplayer campaign as it was meant to be played. That would be so much fun. There are so many secrets in the multiplayer campaign, and now I've seen some of them, but of course I've never shared them with anyone, and it just doesn't really work when you're only one character who is either who is either reached the point where you just cannot defeat enemies anymore, cause the multiplayer campaigns are difficult, or when you're someone at the maximum level. Why would anyone get that gold? Can we not get that gold? Is it like it's out of our reach somehow? Must be just somehow on just a portion of the floor that we can't touch. Never have too many of those sons of bitches. Okay. Step going. Anything of interest before we cross the bridge back? Doesn't seem so. Oh, yeah, I must have missed it. You lower one up in strength. Okay, so she can upgrade it last. Although now she's back below Master Sharpshooter level. I wish it looked that cool in-game, you know, and the purpose here is to see what this amulet does. Amulet of Zagnus, ups your chance of hitting enemy with a melee weapon by 10%. Oh, that's, I've never heard that statistic. That's a pretty shitty amulet, in my opinion. Merrick has increased in strength. Oh, that's great. What are you gonna do, Merrick? He's a you know, an even better early game pair of gloves if we can find any. Between healing wind and lightning blasts. Merrick definitely getting the most out of those super mana potions, eh? And look at that mucosa. Slipping right past our fighters. That's sneaky, Mr. Mucosa. Yeah, some guy shooting at us? Yeah. Imperial plate armor, huh? And it's purple. That sounds good. Large kite shield. I don't like brown items, but sometimes sometimes they disadvantage. It passes on as something that, really ain't a problem. It's all random, of course, so, sometimes they have a shield stat that you would absolutely never want. Imperial plate. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty pitiful for being a purple. Imperial plate. 66. Yeah, even Lord Bollinger's non-magic basic-ass bitch battle plate is better than the Imperial plate. Strength it requires is only 24. Eh. Pretty pitiful. So, like, blue being your standard magic item, and then your brown is the ones that have some disadvantage, and then purple for the good stuff, and yellow for, I don't know exactly what it takes to be yellow, and then of course in the expansion pack, which I think can also be unlocked via some sort of hack to this Steam version. Uncertain. Then you get that are like teal, and those are like set items, which become greater than the sum of their parts if you wield them all together. Yeah, see, look at that. Adds 15 to health, subtracts from mana. That ain't a problem. But it's not as good as the large kite shield that Egyorn's got. But that's 13 armor. It's 15 to health. Okay. It's 3 to armor, 17 to health. Okay. So yeah, no good to anybody. Anyway, these colored labels. Does that come from Diablo? Is that where it became the standard? God, I believe Diablo was just very influential in that, and they've been influential on this game as well for just just the constant fighting and clicking and all that. How did Secret get hurt just there? Seems like she stayed in the back. Lava mages. I mentioned the Malgins earlier. I think specifically the 4 classes of mountains take directly from the designs of the 4 classes of lava imp. Yeah, I like that they have those exact character designs. Why did I never go back to Healing Wind? Well, because I didn't know. Because I thought it was a single cast and I'd have to take control of him every single time. But no, I just gotta switch over to Healing Wind and he'll do the thing. Oh, but yes, one day, if TAPAS ever gets an office and we can get a bunch of identical computers and Steam account where we all get our own copy of Dungeon Siege and hack it to be multiplayer. I love that multiplayer campaign so much. I want to share it with my friends and viewers. You say something, Marmalade? Marmalade's my cat, if that wasn't clear from previous times I've said, you say something, Marmalade? You're one of my cats. I got you. It's Butter. You don't care, we're here to play Dungeon Siege. We're so close to the end. Just another lava beast, looks like. And, yeah, I'm not seeing any sec, it's just plain old lava monsters. Plus the Singids, which I classify as more hell monsters than lava monsters, given their very deformed demonic appearance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jesus Christ, I forgot magma / rock beasts. They do that, don't they? They got that, they got that mega boulder attack. Merrick died again? Are you shitting me? Did he get caught in that rain of boulders? Somehow? Oh, poor fella. It's like he's supposed to be the Grand Mage, you know? We're searching for him for a whole chapter. We're searching for him for a whole chapter. He's searching for a whole chapter. You know, he's got a big part to play in the backstory. He's the king's right-hand man, but I don't know if I just played him wrong for a while, but he has been the mole on the backside of this party, you know? Just so underleveled, so getting his ass killed all the time. He's gotten a lot better, like, you know, just now, when he became high enough level to use Lightning Blast, and when I finally figured out just how useful Healing Wind is. I knew it was useful occasionally, didn't know it was useful all the time. My fucking bad, dudes. But, yeah. Perhaps if I had discovered Healing Wind earlier, he'd be higher level. Like, maybe he'd gotten XP from healing a bunch of people at once. I'm not sure. Maybe, I mean, I feel sure in an ordinary playthrough, Merrick would have been useful much earlier in the game. Lots of lava beasts, and yeah, we definitely want to get within melee range of them ASAP so that they don't, you know, do that. But shit, there's another one. Retreat! Run away! Run away! Shit, they knocked out Secra. Unrun away! Protect Secra! Bomb. I think that's a spell that fires like the same grenade that you get out of the Goblin Grenade Launcher. Physics-based, unlike basically everything else in the game. Except, you know, when you... Yeah, so yeah, when you break apart an enemy like the Rock Beast, I think that's pretty physics-based. Merrick, where are you? We came back here. Wizards are vulnerable. Now we got a Kel out there. Kill the Kel. Is that the sound a Kel makes? I didn't notice that earlier. Healing Wind, man. Had it on me this whole time. Only used it in emergencies. Did not realize it's actually good all the time. I am so ashamed. What were you attacking over there, Glorn? Just a lava mage. Or simply a lava mage. Because the basic lava imps are the only ones that are actually labeled imps. None of the sand imps are, but yeah, the lava imps is the only reason we know these creatures are called imps. Yelp down some mana. Get everybody up to 100% just for safety. Hey, Con, where the fuck did you go? Okay. So, like, at the end of the game, you do get some bonuses, so like you can start the multiplayer campaign as not just your main hero, but yeah, I mean you can import any party member into the multiplayer world. You know, it doesn't just have to be your protagonist, like Khan in this case. You could bring, if you have a really good version of Kjorn, you can bring them. They can be your multiplayer campaign token. And what I've just discovered is that there's like if you have a whole party of of people who have finished the Kingdom of Ebb campaign, then what you could do is like there's like an elite. I forget what it's called, but there's like two modes after that. Like there's one that assumes you're starting out with in multiplayer with totally new characters. Like so like Krug are for level 1. But then there's like an elite mode where you can start with the assumption that you have already finished a campaign. So you can start in this, and then that makes Krug like good opponents for like level 50 characters. And then there's even a level after that for like if you've somehow finished 2 campaigns, Oh, and the Kingdom of Ebb map is available in multiplayer as well. Yeah, so you can run through it a couple of times. Red Drake, yes. I saw him hovering there a while back, didn't mention. Yes, just like the Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragons, the Red Drakes are probably the most powerful, and you find them in volcanic environments. mentioned before. They did the same with white drakes, which are the weakest, and in ice environments. That's the same as in D&D. But then they put their blue drakes in a forest and their green drakes in the desert, when in D&D it's the opposite, and the black drakes are also here in the volcano with the red, instead of in the swamp area. So, you know, they clearly borrowed from Dungeons & Dragons dragons, but didn't rip them off completely. They mixed it up a teensy bit. It's useful, but yes, you can. Yes, you can play multiplayer with. You can play the Kingdom of Ebb campaign in multiplayer, and in fact, there's a point. If you're gonna unlock the secret ending of the multiplayer campaign, you have to have Kingdom of Ebb. I am up against the wall over here. Can we? That was freaking weird, yeah. Oh yes, here's one thing I know. There's a secret ending in the Dungeon Siege multiplayer campaign, the Utraean Peninsula campaign. Well, this is the Kingdom of Ebb campaign. And to unlock the secret ending, you need 3 items. One is the knife that a brand new character comes with. You'll recall, at the very beginning of the game, Khan was equipped only with a knife, an empty spellbook, and a pair of boots, which have an armor rating of 0. And that's true of all new characters that are created, no matter which campaign you start in. And that knife can't be found anywhere else. So you need to create a brand new character, and you have to keep that knife. And that's one of the 3 items you need to unlock the secret ending. The second item is something that can be found in a puzzle area in the subterranean river here in the Kingdom of Ebb campaign. You can't find that item anywhere else. It doesn't do anything. I don't believe I solved that puzzle in this playthrough. I can't remember. Obviously, I didn't keep the item. If so. But yeah, you need that. You need that. So obviously you have the knife if you start the multiplayer campaign with a brand new character. But you can only get that second item in the Kingdom of Ebb campaign. So you gotta play that a little bit in order to obtain the Fury Eye item. And then the third item is a book, which you find on the ground right before you unlock the final battle of the multiplayer campaign proper. Like you're on your way to the battle, and that book is on the ground. So you have to start the multiplayer campaign, you have to finish the multiplayer campaign, and you have to duck into the Kingdom of Ebb briefly to get all 3 items you need for the super hard secret ending to the multiplayer campaign, which, to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure is also a reference to an urban myth about Diablo. So, yeah, again, another bit of Diablo influence on Dungeon Siege. I'm sure there's quite a lot. I played a teensy bit of Diablo when I was very young, but I didn't understand it, and I didn't even know what the game was called, you know? Only later did I realize, oh yeah, Diablo. That must be what I played that one time, that one day. I just love Dungeon Siege so much. The game, you know, it's old, it's obscure, it's apparently in the NFT business now, but I do like it very much. You know, it's, yeah, part of being old and obscure. It's not got much depth. It's kind of broken in a lot of ways. Oh boy. Okay. Gonna be interesting. So arbitrarily, hey Merrick, why don't you whip us up a cave giant? Yeah, he'll be our front lines. Another interesting thing, cave giants. You find no cave giants in the campaigns anywhere. Like it's got the same model as the Cyclops. Clearly, they don't seem to be in the game anywhere. We are quite close to the end. I really thought we'd have, you know, I don't know what he's carrying this for, but I really hope we'd be able to, you know, upgrade our equipment a bit more. Ooh, oh, okay, Glorn. But it's better, okay. Glorn got a, oh, that's much more dwarven-y. Yeah, totally, okay. Okay, so, yeah, Glorn. Okay, Glorn got a little armor upgrade there. I must have missed it when his strength went up, but, another copy of Summon Wraith, yeah. Yeah, quite a lot of, yeah, I thought, yeah, I know, I thought by now we would have gotten a few more upgrades like those. But, you know, at this point we probably never will. We are very much in the end game. And we are in trouble. Doing our best. You know, we got Merrick on the Healing Wind. We got potions. We got occasional mana potions whenever Merrick needs to do so. So there we go. Good system. Healing Wind. Plenty of potions available. I could have launched grenades at them. Would have been a shame to keep that grenade launcher on hand and never use it again, right? Seems they're not quite worth the trouble. You Merrick, you got Bollingar all healed up. Bollingar's done good, you know? He's neither been He's neither shown exceptional mettle, but, nor has he gotten in trouble a lot like Merrick has. So, yeah, Bollingar, worth the hype, I guess. If you need a fighter this late in the game, if you need the final party member available, which, you probably don't. Nice, got some ruins. These are very, very similar to the temple ruins just before Fortress Cross, yeah? Ooh, lava spirits. I forgot about these guys. They're interesting. Interesting character. Hey, deep voice. Nothing. None of the creatures in this game make the sounds I'd expect them to, except maybe the Krug. First time I played this game, all the way through, it was on my grandma's computer, which had no sound at all. So yeah. And I feel like I've played it with sound a lot more times since then, but for whatever reason, the sounds everything makes still take me by surprise. Okay. Alright, sex sword. Not a sex sword, a sec sword. Well, it looks kind of stupid fully modeled, but, hey, we're a good high damage weapon. Good high damage weapon, and we're going against the sec with their own crap, which is always interesting in their mind. What's that purple stuff? Is that coming out of Eulaura's bow? Why haven't I noticed that until just now? No use to us. Hello, Red. I'm having a good time with this LP. Are you having a good time with this LP? I don't know if you exist. I don't know if anyone will ever watch more than the first couple seconds of this video, but, you know how it goes. Is it just me, or did it suddenly get real fucking dark? Is my laptop not plugged in? It looks plugged in. Ah, there we go. Couldn't see a thing for a second there. The transition from the temple ruins to more fucking lava. Yeah. At least a little bit more to find up here. God, I love the lighting. I love the lighting, how it just goes from, just it's dark in here, and then it's all lava lit over here. Oh, this game is good. People worked hard on it for sure, and they loved it. Especially the multiplayer campaign, though. That one's got a lot more secrets and stuff. Feels more dynamic, Especially if you should be playing with friends. Stats are going up, though. Seeker's never gonna wear these gloves. Ain't no way she'll get 2 strength points before the end. Mare's got no expectations. Yalora's got no expectations. Khan could get the. That's a face on that. That's a face right there on the front of it. That's kind of weird, but yeah, okay. Khan could get another strength point and put on the fucking plate coat. Bollingar, he's a fighter, but I don't know if he can get 2 strength points to wield a sex sword. Same as Gjorn is. Glorn. 48, yeah, no. No one's ever going to be able to use that to use Swanee's club, and certainly no elite sword or this shield. Just ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I like I like sections like this with this lava, precarious bridges over lava, and like some similar precarious bridges in the subterranean river, and especially the flooded dungeon. Those areas. Those areas would definitely inspire me into like a more realistic RPG. You know, there you'd have to swim at points, and there'd be risk of falling, and you know you'd have to jump, and you know a lot of PC games like that. You know, there's no jumping or swimming or climbing. There's just walking, and you know that's fine, of course. Fine, of course. You know it's all about the mechanic. You know, it's all about the combat mechanics. But yeah, I mean, Dungeon Siege's areas definitely inspire me to to games where just a bit more would be going on, physics-wise, you know. All right, it got dark again. What the heck is this? Notice that the color, it just gets dark in these transitions, and of course, I have noticed that the color contrast is definitely different in my recordings than it is when I'm playing, so maybe it doesn't really get dark at all, from your perspective. Or these temple ruins to explore. I approve. Horned mace. Sounds like it looks cool. Full plate gauntlets. That doesn't really make sense. Isn't full plate like your entire body? Oh, but they're so pretty. I like the horned mace. Yeah, it's a mace with it's a bull head. Below the pay grade of our fighters, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. Would be cool if, you know, granted the expansion pack to this game, it had better. It had better armor for archers and wizards. Like I tell you know, that's definitely a limitation of this game, is that, you know, you really can't be like a cleric with a cool mace, you know? You have to be a fighter with a cool mace. and well, a mace just isn't practical for very long. I mean, you could, I suppose, you know, be a spellcaster and occasionally switch to fighting with a mace, and you know, melee combat. It's the easiest to dip into other professions when you do throw in a bit of melee, but you know, not always advisable if you're not a full melee character. It might not be advisable to, you know, charge into melee at points. So, like, you know, it's doable, but... Alright. I think we're getting overwhelmed. Fall back and regroup, please. Thank you, people. Lord Bollingar increasing strength with means nothing for equipment upgrades, but, you know, he's stronger now. Oh, I'm having a good time. Bjorn has just increased in intelligence, which does him no good as purely a fighter. Yeah, this game is good. It's just, you know, not entirely thought through, not entirely balanced, and there is a Dungeon Siege 2, which, you know, not only has, you know, the same 4 categories of, you know, melee, ranged, combat magic, nature magic, but also has like 2 other classes, each being a combination of 2, which, nah, it's not cool. That's not the way it should have been. I could have sworn I picked up that war helm. Oh, I did not. Okay, still on the ground. Require strength 45 and still not about to beat that awesome bone helm, but and yeah, I don't think we're over. Yeah, looking good, Bollingar. But yeah, I mean, it's a Dungeon Siege 2. It apparently has classes. It's like an assassin class, which is both melee combat and combat magic. But I don't like that. I like mix and matching better. I don't know, y'all. Don't know what I was thinking there. Okay, really? Lava Beast retreat so they can do ranged combat better? Dumb bastards. Cheat bastards! Ah, yes, I wondered when you'd turn up. The Magma Beast, the mini-boss version of the Lava Beast. Doesn't have a lot more power than the Lava Beast, but hey, you know, it's, as far as you know, mini-boss character names go, it makes more sense, you know. I mean, I would assume that Magma was a little more powerful than Lava. Of course, lava is just magma when it's exposed to air. Alright, so I'm not 100% certain on that. Oh man, I thought so. You just been hanging around there waiting. I like it. I will say, you know, it makes more sense than like you know, just a lot of the other mini boss names. Like you had the pitiful Brack. What's pitiful about it? If it's a mini boss with double the hit points, then you had the Muong troll. Is that even a word? It doesn't really give us any context. And the enraged Gorak. They all seem enraged. Yeah, I don't really like. Yeah, I'm not too fond of the mini boss concept that this game has. Yeah, with the big beam of light looking down upon us. Okay, now. Well, now we're in hell. That was an autosave point. Huh. But, I mean... I don't know what to call the previous area, so I'm just making it one Vault of Eternity video. Yeah. Okay, here we have quad scales. You know, there's a new enemy, a little more demonic, and I guess yeah, the black drakes don't turn up until here, so I guess you know they're considered more hell than lava. But you got the molten drakes, which is it's a little bit of both, a little bit of hell and lava. So yeah, you'll see why I consider this part to be more evocative to me of hell than the lava portion was. I can see it in the background now. We'll focus on it a little bit more when I got no enemies to take care of. Okay, oh yeah, there you go. Column. Something oozing. It's full of skulls. Good look at one of them. You're kidding, it makes a faint screaming sound when you come close. See? See? See why I said this is hell, not the earlier part? Get real close. Okay, yeah, got real close, definitely didn't imagine it, right? Right? We're in fucking hell, man. Again, I really should break this up into 2 videos, but I don't know. I don't know, I got 2. I don't know. I mean, I figured now we're in the Vault of Eternity, but I don't know what to call the earlier part, the lava part. I got turned back. I got turned around somehow. Okay. I was like, oh, that's interesting. There's stuff on the floor. That's interesting in endgame. And it's no, it's like I was back the way I came somehow. There we go. There we go. There's a path. You know what they say about paths. If you're running into enemies, That means you're going the right direction. And that's double true in Dungeon Siege because enemies do not respawn after you've defeated them, so if you see enemies, you're definitely going to someplace you've never been before. Not necessarily the right direction. They have enemies down side passages too, but... Alright, high mages, why don't you go get high somewhere else, huh? You just got quipped! You're clipping through each other like crazy, you must die! We're in hell. Let's call it hell. Dungeon Siege video part, what, 20, 21, 22, I don't know, part X? Hell, right? Let's play Dungeon Siege part X, hell. But I don't know what number I'm on because I'm still playing without my editing capacity, and I forget how many videos we're in, but you really want us to pick up that bomb spell, don't you? Ain't happening. Yeah, I don't think this hell area is very long. You know, if we hit another autosave point, I might be a final boss video. Yes, I think I'll do just that. Once I start heading up on that path, there will be a short little final boss video. Assuming shortness. It might last a long time, like the dragon battle. I probably won't be as long as the Dragon's Grave video because it'll be just the battle, none of the exploration surrounding it. A pretty wing, you say? And forced ring plus 8 armor. Who's not wearing 4 rings? That would be Bollingar. What classes we got? Are we all over level 50? Kjorn, champion, yes. Kjorn, glory champion. Okay, yep, so we got all champions in the melee department. Yep, we got over 50 here. Master Sharpshooter. Over 50 here, Master Sharpshooter. Over 50 here, Grand Sorceress. Ooh, I didn't realize. And Merrick, you're still Grand Mage. What does a nature magician become at level 50? I believe an Archmage. Yeah. And then there's new titles at level 100, and I thought there'd be no way to see those until I discovered that, of course, in the multiplayer, if you start at level 50, then of course you will. If you start at level 50 in like elite mode, then you will keep going. Yeah, there's elite mode and veteran mode. Standard, veteran, and elite mode. Those are the 3 modes of multiplayer, though I forget whether veteran or elite is the more powerful one. Yeah, there you are. Oh, God. Okay. And let's see. Well, I'm gonna assume that these stairs upward are the side path, and that path downward is the main path, because, you know, when you really want to go into the depths of hell, obviously you go fucking downward, right? Come wayward souls to the... I don't know the words. I haven't seen Over the Garden Wall. I have, listened to, like, the songs from Over the Garden Wall. No collection seems to include all the songs from the show. And, you know, I don't think I can memorize an entire song just by hearing it once. Let's see. This seems to slope downwards. Does it lead us right back to where that other path was? Let's find out. Let's run from here. And come down here again. Huh. And both of these paths lead us to this platform of ruins and stuff? I'm not quite sure. I know, people, this is definitely two distinct areas, like I said. The lava and the hell. But I don't know what to call the lava part. I don't know if it has a name. So I refer to both areas as Vault of Eternity, and sick mage staff. You gotta go to staff. It's a non-magical staff. What use is that? Dungeon Siege. You know your rules. Why would you make non-magical staffs? Where is Glorn? There he is. Oh damn, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, does one of these two paths reach a dead end and the other lead to the final boss? Well, I guess I'll just be doing quite a bit of backtracking. So yeah. Just gonna keep going until this starts looking like, okay, there we go. There we go. They connect. Okay. I fucking love Healing Wind. How did I not know about this? Dragons carry a lot of gold, as we all know. How? I don't know. I was gonna make a quip about how, perhaps the dragons stuff all these bundles of coins up their butts, but I couldn't find a way to make that, and I couldn't find a way to say it cleverly, and I didn't think it'd be funny enough to just suggest it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dragons. A lot of explosions. Is that just Merrick's, lightning blast? I suppose so. Molten Steel Drake. That is the Molten Drake mini-boss. So I should have emphasized the word steel there, not molten, because that's what's special about it. They're all molten. This one's molten steel. Healed up by the healing wind. Keep it up, bitches. There's some fucking sex right there. Sex as in plural sec. The plural of sec is sec. I just I just felt like saying sex. I don't know. There's somebody over here. There is. There's quad scales over here. Or just one. Gotta come up behind us. A longsword. I think we got better. I mean, then again, maybe Lorne should use a longsword instead of the Cyclops club. Huh. 100 to 151. 115 to 125. In the expansion, there'd be like an average damage per 10 seconds tag here, so I'd say the longsword is a better average. So yeah, no more Cyclops club for us. So these guys are gonna try to continue not looking at the mega map. I'm amused at how when you're using a crossbow, it looks like you're not doing anything. Armor. Another ring for fucking Bollingar, I guess. There were no super health potions in there, just lots and lots of super mana potions. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's where we diverge. Oh, I thought it would be one super mana potion, one super health potion, but I guess that's random too. Yeah, that does seem a bit odd. Okay, I think this is the path that leads us to the very, very end. I seem to vaguely recall the path like getting really like wider when we really get near the end. But, oh no, y'all. It sure as hell like a big wall of sect to vanquish, that's for sure. Yeah, and you know, there's another thing. There's another thing I mentioned. You know how it's, you know, it's melee. It's all melee weapons, right? Like I just switched Lord's club out for a sword, and now I just think it'd be. I mean, okay, this is stick to, you know, this game's simplicity. I am fond of, but like, you know, what if Glorn like specialized in clubs because he'd been fighting with a club for a while, so that's specifically the skill he was building. Wow, there goes Gjorn. Is it because that's a shitload of sec mages over there? Is that what's happening? There goes Secra as well. What's going on back here? Yes, there is. And that's this motherfucker. We should get him. There goes Merrick. Okay. Okay, Merrick's back on his feet, healing us. Okay, so we ain't dead yet. We ain't dead yet. I mean, 2 of us is dead yet. There's like a ton of mages over there. It looks like only 2. At least glad that they're hitting Glorn instead of Merrick. Because Merrick's right there in front of me, and now Merrick's attacking them, so they might. It's a shitload of sec mages all overlapping each other. Alright, we got him. Whew. Anyways, like I was saying, wouldn't it be kind of interesting? No, it wouldn't necessarily work with Dungeon Siege, which is elegant in its simplicity, I'd say. I think it'd be interesting with a very similar game if, say, Glorn had been using that massive club for a while, so like he was really good with clubs. Then I gave him a sword now, and he'd be working with kind of a low caliber of sword, A low caliber of sword skill, that is. You're still wearing boots and gloves, right? Cause how'd it happen? Hey, look at resurrected Georn. He's very much still the old man we picked up in Stonebridge. Yeah, grenade launcher. Crystal loots. And where the fuck's your sword, dude? Regroup and save, or, well, I mean, we'll probably get an autosave before we hit the final boss, right? I mean, I feel like this path that's still very narrow isn't the one that takes us there. Friendly reminder that most players would have, like, a mule or 2 with them here, I mean, taking mules through dungeons. Okay. I will call that. Well, I'll take down these 2 guys first. But then, yeah, I will... Okay. Then I will retreat back here and defeat whoever pursues. But... There we go. Defeat our pursues, but then, yeah. Final video. Final boss video. To support Tapas and learn more, visit our link tree. Tapas and Stuff Productions is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon, including Knight Sadie Allen.